guys, I hope everybody's doing well. So we're going to take a look and see what is going to happen. Now, with this reading, this could be whatever's on your mind, okay? So what's going to happen with whatever's on your mind. When I get into the reading, I will address all the scenarios that I'm seeing. So this could be pertaining to your love life. This could be your career. This could be just life in general. It's just something that you have on your mind and you're wondering, well, I wonder what's going to happen there. Keep in mind that tarot for me only goes up to 6 months in the future energies. And always remember that you have free will. Don't ever let tarot direct your life choices. The bottom line here is this is, for kind of tuning into your own intuition to where you're being called or you're being guided towards. So when you're listening to a reading, you should kind of be in your head saying, okay, yep, that's what I've been thinking. That's where I'm at. That's what I feel. So, don't ever look towards tarot to make a decision for yourself, okay? Real important. Listen to your own intuition. Also, with that being said, these are general readings. So not every single thing in the reading is going to fit to your story. If there is something that comes up from the past in some kind of way that wants to be addressed, obviously if it's coming up, it needs to, I will address it. That doesn't mean that it's your message. You can oversee that if you would like, or it may not even have anything to do with you. So whatever you do, just please don't be in the comments talking about past energy and how awful they are. Okay, well, good for you. You left that in the past. Congratulations. I hope you've healed and moved on. But there are people out there that are still going through some stuff, from their past. And we don't want to make anybody feel like they're in the wrong for healing something that they need to heal from the past energy. Okay, so just keep that in mind. Keep others in mind, please. Be kind. Follow the guidelines. And everything will be great. Okay? Can you just do that for me? Okay, so we are starting here with the map, Enchanted Map Oracles, and I'm going to give these a quick shuffle, and then we're going to get 4 different piles to choose from. I am going to try to keep these shorter readings. This is a new type of reading. It's kind of similar to what you don't see coming, I guess, but we're talking more about something that's on your mind and what you're trying to look to see what could happen there. Okay. So with all that being said, pile 1, pile 2, pile 3, and pile 4. Okay, let's see what we got. We have pile 1, which is encouragement, number 54. Okay. Pile 2, you'll have number 51, Moonlight. Pile 3, number 17, Ghostlands. Okay. And pile 4, y'all have Heal the Ouch, number 38. Okay? So there'll be a little bit of a meditation after this intro. If you want to, you can choose however you please. So there may be a number here, a phrase, an image, something that you've seen a lot of, something that you're being drawn to, and for whatever reason it is. And I'm getting distracted by these cards. I'm already getting some messages here, guys. So this should be interesting. But if you need, you can take a big deep breath and close your eyes and hold your breath at the top for about 4 seconds. When you let your breath out and you open your eyes, which pile is it that you feel most drawn to? There could be more than one message here because we're talking about future energies. It could also be that you're getting another person's perspective, so keep an open mind here. This could also be someone that's close to you and it's their story, and there's some messages there for you for advice or some helpful information. Okay, so timestamps for everything will be down below, and I will see you at your pile. Pile 1. So if you chose number 54, encouragement. Love this card. So pretty. So some of y'all, this might have something to do with a child, obviously. You see that here. Some of y'all, this just has to do with this idea of a motherly energy, or someone that is encouraging you, or you are needing to encourage. This could be someone that you've been trying to encourage in some kind of way, or you've just been there for this person in some way, or someone has you. And this is what you're wondering about. This may have to do something. This may have something to do with the getting to where you're closing a cycle out, or something to do with getting towards the end of something. I do feel like, obviously, there perhaps is some changes that are going on, hence the encouragement that's here. And also some kind of an idea of a foundation. So kind of just this feeling of being there, being there for someone. Okay. All right, let's get some tarot. Or not tarot, I'm sorry. I was just spaced out like all of a sudden. This is the What's the Tea? These are some new oracles. Okay, so we're going to shuffle these. Now keep in mind that these cards, these are new, and I'm still, I'm still getting used to these. I've been using them for a while. But some of them are very in your face. Some of these cards are very in your face. Okay, they're very like, by that I mean there are some things here that may be triggering. So just keep that in mind. I don't know what's in here. I'll address it when it comes out though, okay? Okay. I feel like I need to shuffle once more. Okay. Pile 1. What's going to happen in the near future? Look, that card, I've already seen it once. I don't know if y'all saw it while I was shuffling and I turned and looked. Played out. I just heard being on the run. Someone being on the run. You have jackpot and looking you up. Came out together. Okay. Some of you may be readers or something like that's going on here. Okay, let me get one more. Groupie. I saw this too with played out when I was shuffling. Okay. So there's something to do here with someone that's in your inner circle. I also feel like there's someone here that may be kind of something to do with being there for you or helping you or there's, okay, let's just look at the bottom of the deck. You have Rising Queen with Spotlight coming up in Spotlight. Jackpot played out. There's someone here that's wanting to go towards something or wanting, like this is where the encouragement is. There's someone here that's encouraging you to go towards something. Or you're encouraging someone else to go towards something. Give me some overall energy, please. Don't worry, I'll bring this all together. I want to get some more information before I just go into it. We have Chew here. Deep thinking, remember, solving a puzzle, and code word. Then you have drinks here with liquor, coffee, tea, and water. Okay, so here's the storyline that's coming to mind here. I feel like that there's someone here that's wanting to have a conversation. And it has to do something with, I think it has to do with you and encouraging you to do something. Or you're trying to encourage someone else to do something. And it's something that they're wanting you to think about. They're wanting you to, like, they're putting it in your mind. They're wanting you to think about it. This is someone that you may be very close to here with groupie and encouragement, the way that looks. Could be someone that you're doing this to as well. Remember, the perspectives can always be a little bit different. So I'm going to say this as what I feel like is you, but it could be that this is the other person's perspective, or a friend or someone close to you, okay, this is their storyline. Okay, I feel like I over-explained that, but anyway. What's the bottom of the deck? Pet. Yeah, there's something to do with loyalty that's here as well. And encouraging someone to look at the bigger picture, or to brush past something, or to look into the future in some kind of way. Okay, this is someone that's trying to encourage you about the future in some way. This may be someone that where something has played out here for this person or for you. And whatever it is, you're wanting to move into a new direction. And there's this idea of helping someone or encouraging someone to kind of be bigger than what they are. There's this feeling of like someone's trying to convince you of something, or you're trying to convince someone else to maybe get more information here, or to help you here with something. This could be following, to have a following, or see, this is someone, and Haunted is here with Unfazed. This person's going through something. Somebody's going through something here. Yeah, somebody's at war here, going through something. See how she's drinking the espresso? You have Haunted here. There's something around October that could be important. Someone's being somewhat haunted here about something in October that's important, and not being phased. Something about October and worry about being unfazed about memories. Something being a side effect too. Okay. Inside scoop. Talking crap. Okay. So there is this. There's some talk here. Someone's being nosy all up in your business. Somebody's being nosy all up in your business. There's some sort of argument or disagreement when it comes to this. Or someone feels like they're going to war here. It's just like trying to be unbothered or unfazed by something, but still being haunted by, like, this is a side effect of something that's taking place. And I think that someone here is trying to sense, like, loyalty, right? They're trying to figure out, or they have figured out, who has been loyal to them in some way. And this is someone here that's coming in trying to encourage you to think about something that could lead you into a better place or a better future in some way. Sagittarius energy is important here, which is around November and December. Jupiter, what else? What else? I mean, that's about learning something. Okay. So there's something that's here, I feel like, that you're going to be learning here, perhaps about someone here, that this person's trying to encourage you here. That I think they have some sort of idea. And there's something here that's karmically playing out that has to do with, I think, October. But that's not everybody's message. It could just be several months back. Not too far. Maybe it's just into last year. But there's something that's played out here where someone went with being, like, feeling unbothered or acting unbothered, or trying to not, like, let something get to them in some kind of way, okay? And this is someone here that's coming in trying to encourage you to think about something that could lead you into a better place or a better future in some way. Sagittarius energy is important here, which is around November and December. Jupiter, what else? And but it's haunting them, and they're wanting to shine light on this. They're wanting to kind of step into this in some way. They're coming in trying to be very confident, but I feel like maybe this is something that's played out. This could be somebody that feels like they're losing your encouragement here as well. That's why it was giving me that, you know, motherly kind of feel. Because it's a feeling of when you let down, or there's a feeling of letting down someone that, you know, means something to you, that has encouraged you or been there in some way. It's that kind of feeling behind it. Now, what's going to happen in the near future? There's something here that you're going to be feeling like has been played out in some way. Okay, I know that was a lot of information. I'm actually going to use the Doodle Tarot. Everybody asks me about this deck. I have people comment all the time. Every time I use this deck, somebody says, "Where'd you get that deck?" They don't sell this anymore, apparently. I've tried to look for it and find it. I got it off of Etsy a few years ago, and it's by Magically Bree, and I can't find it anymore. Okay, so the Ten of Pentacles would be like that jackpot here. So there's something to do with winning money or inheritance or unexpected money, something that's here with that. And this High Priestess energy, someone's like telling you they're going to have your back or has your back, or something to do about having someone's back or loyalty. There's this Pisces energy here, this High Priestess, what's behind that? Three of Swords. The truth here is that this is someone here that's like, this is about trauma, something coming back to the surface. It has to do with not feeling good enough for your own independence in some way, or breaking yourself free. And this is about seeking support. So there's someone here that's like, there's just someone here that I feel like is experiencing something here that you may be unaware of, that maybe happened around October or a few months or last year, that they've been kind of acting like nonchalant kind of about. But there's more to it than what meets the eye. This is someone that's, I feel like this is someone that's tried to play it cool, and you just don't know all the information here about what happened or what's going on here with this person. For some of you, there's more emotion behind this as well. And there's something here that is going to come to light. It has to do with some difficulties and, being played out or draining, trying to gather strength here, needing to push forward. This would be that part of that encouragement here. And that Ten of Pentacles, needing to push forward here due to, some sort of stability or sense of security. Okay, let's try to bring this together with the tarot. What's going to happen in the near future? What's going to happen in the near future for pile 1 with this encouragement? You have a Ten of Swords. You also have a Seven of Wands. So this is someone that wants to defend some sort of ending, defend themselves, defend their honor. This is someone that's could be having some sort of breakdown here even. And they may have been resisting this. This is somebody, this really feels like somebody that's coming to you. Maybe needing this encouragement here, but I don't know that they know how to ask for that. I think they also want to negotiate something to do with an ending or a breakdown, or could be seeking something, seeking encouragement, seeking guidance or advice, or they're trying to stand their ground here about something. Okay. This is where they're needing this encouragement here. So why is played out here? What's going to happen in the near future with this for pile 1? Page of Cups. So played out with the Page of Cups. This is like a message saying, you know, I know this has been played out. I know that this has been hard, or it's getting old, you know, or I know, you know, like my behavior is getting old, or this is like also within a relationship, it could be like the sense of what that relationship is getting played out. Like, when are we going to go to the next phase or the next level, or this is an energy that can only last for so long. You know, this is a very flirtatious and friendly and all that kind of energy. This is also someone that, intuitive wise, they may feel like that you're getting somewhat burned out with this. Jackpot. Jackpot. Knight of Cups. Okay, so this is someone that's coming in that's being very charming and very, like, they're trying to negotiate, they're trying to navigate through this, and they're putting on their charm as navigating through this. This can be somebody that's trying to charm you into something with Jackpot there. So why is looking you up here? The Chariot. Cancer energy. This is definitely someone that's going backwards in some way. Yeah, this is about overcoming challenges. This is somebody that also may really, it's just like they're really buttering you up, kind of a feeling that's here between these two. This is like when someone is trying to negotiate, they have a structured plan here of how to move forward or how to get out of something. This is somebody that also feels like that they have a plan for you as well. That this is somebody that could be looking at you and trying to encourage you and express to you that they, you know, there's admiration here, but you know, you need to move up, you need to move on from this, or you can do more, you know, or also she's got butterflies in my stomach. So it's this feeling of, this is somebody that's saying, I got you. You know, this is like somebody saying that they can make something, they can help you in some way. Like, you know, someone coming in wanting to be a partner. So I do see that here too. This is like them being like, you know, I've seen you, and, you know, I've researched you, I've studied you, and I know how you can level up here in some way, or I know what you need to do, you know, or this is someone that's getting advice on that. I mean, they could be telling you, like, I've seen you go from this to this, and how did you get there, you know, and like they're looking for that kind of advice in some way. Why is groupie here? The World. There's something to do with an ending or working together. I do feel like this, though, saying this sense of belonging is something that's really here. But, and reap rewards as well. 7/21 could be relevant for somebody. July 21st could be relevant for somebody. He's holding the world, and all I can hear in my head is, he's got the whole wide world in his hands. It just keeps playing in my head. I don't know if that's a message for somebody or what. But this is like somebody too that's looking like there's something to do with having like a chapter in your hands. So King of Cups is here, Scorpio energy. This is like somebody that feels like they can offer you something or give to you in some way, or that's what you are to them in some way. But there's this new chapter that's literally in your hands. Like how something goes, or the way something goes, or moving forward, or they feel like they're, but this is somebody that kind of feels like their fate is in your their fate or balance, it hangs in your hands, you know, in some way. So there's this is like a last kind of attempt to solve some sort of problem. And somehow or another, this is benefiting, this will, or they feel would benefit you in some way. Okay. 10 of Swords, 7 of Wands, Temperance, Sagittarius energy. Yeah. Didn't I say Sagittarius energy earlier? With Temperance, that's what that feeling is. I just got done saying that too about balance. And Temperance is a card of balance. It's also about like turning a dream or something into a reality, or yeah, and practicing patience. Finding the meaning, approaching it carefully. This is someone that's coming in wanting to negotiate something. Like they have a lot riding on this or something like that. And so I think they're searching for peace. And this could also be peace about, there's something that's in this person's heart that is, I keep seeing things spinning. There's something that's in this person's heart that is bothering them, weighing on them, that they want to make peace with. But I also feel like this is someone that has some anxiety around that as well. They're being encouraged to make peace with something, or they're encouraging. You bring this person peace. Did you know that? There's something about you bringing this person peace. Why is the Page of Cups here? The 3 of Wands. This is encouragement, growth in business, long distance, luck, work together. Yeah, this is someone that's wanting to, they're wanting to work together on something. They're wanting to plan. This is somebody that's, yeah, this is like a message here, wanting to plan. So this could be like wanting to set a date, a time, conversation, a meeting even. But wanting to set up a goal or set something into stone, you know, so that you can, it's like you sitting down with someone and drawing up a plan. You know, this is somebody that's tired of kind of the rat race. You know, I started my head. Tired of how things are, and they want to make some sort of plan. Why is the Knight of Cups here with the Jackpot? There's that 10 of Pentacles. I just saw 225 on the timer. If anybody needs to know that, I don't know why. It's like two people having to make a certain choice in order to move forward towards some sort of change, right? But yeah, 10 of Pentacles is Jackpot. So inheritance is here twice. And a lump sum of money, or got rich or something like that, right? This is someone that would charm the pants right off of you, so be careful with that. Or they just, this person has something on you, whether this is someone, I mean, there are feelings here, obviously. This could be family as well, you know, with that 10 of Pentacles. Definitely they're trying to slowly. This is someone that says that they can help you, or they're trying to help you, or they want to help you in some way, or something like that is going on. This is also someone that has seen you move at a slow pace. I think this is part of what they're wanting to discuss. This could also be the way they feel as well. Like something's been moving slowly or too slowly. Something to do with that. What's the World with Groupie? The Queen of Wands. That would be the same. The Sagittarius for me as well, again. This is definitely someone that is, there's a lot of confidence here. That's that world in your hands here. Someone that, I think this is what this person is expressing to you about you, but it could also mean that there's this desire to close a chapter out or move into a new direction or a new phase or a new level in some way, you know? Like you have what it takes to get to here, you know? Can I pull one more for that, please? The Four of Pentacles. There's something to do here with control, though. Like someone wanting to control. Hold on. Hold on here. Eight of Cups. This is like when someone is has a sense of security, feeling secure about walking away from something. This is closing a chapter out, moving forward and feeling good here about closing a chapter out or a move or who someone is, you know. There's something to do with walking away from something, feeling confident in walking away from something. Hoping someone lowers their boundaries or lowers their guard is here. So this is somebody, I feel like, that hopes that you kind of lower your guard and allow them kind of access to you in a way. This person wants you to trust them. So, how should you feel about this with this person, you know? I mean, I guess it depends on who this is. Yeah, the Hermit is here. This is maybe somebody in the Three of Cups of the Emperor. Just because I can't stop. Hey, George. What you doing, buddy? It's my cat, guys. George is my cat. Okay. We have Emperor and Empress energy here. So this can be someone, either there's a divine couple here in some kind of way. I don't know if this is you or someone around you, but you have this Queen, or you have this Empress here, Libra and Taurus, with the Queen of Swords. So this is like an Empress in her, you know, being smart, being intelligent about making decisions. And this is also somebody that's a problem solver, and you have solved problem on that Chew card. So I feel like I'm talking to this Empress energy, Empress, or definitely a lot of Libra here. Then you have that Six of, or the Lovers, Gemini. So that's about, you know, finding that balance or making a choice. And then you have the Knight of Swords. So this could be someone here for a lot of you that could be younger than you. That Queen and that Knight keeps coming up. And then you have the Ten of Cups that's here. So, I mean, this is taking action here. There's justice that's playing out. And then you have this Emperor. So this is like needing to take the lead, wanting to seize the moment, make a decision to balance something out. There's a sense of a wish or desire that's here. And there's cause and effect that's playing out in this. So I do feel like with this person, they're going to not only be coming to you, and I feel like there's some senses of buttering you up or charming you in some way. But with that being to the side, there is something here that they're going to give you some sort of information about. This is someone that wants to be vulnerable here. It's someone that does find peace with you or feels at peace with you. Or at least they want to offer that or bring that. I do feel like this is karma playing out. This is like someone having to express something in their lives or in something to do with being vulnerable. Like they're opening up to you about something here that's kind of haunting this person. Doesn't necessarily have to do with you, but it's something that you're unaware of, okay? And that they've been kind of going through or experiencing. And they're bringing that to this scenario or conversation where they want to kind of defend that in some way, or they want to fight for something here. They want to find meaning or peace here. And I think that they're offering to work with you, or asking for you to work with them in some kind of way. When they see the value here, you know, in this, with you, or in this foundation, or in this, in some kind of way, wherever this is in your life, you know, they see the value in you in some kind of way. They also feel like you are stable or secure. That's something this person kind of holds on to. I think it gives them a sense of peace in some way. It's a feeling of like that person's always been there, or yeah, something like that is going on. Okay. And then you're going into this where this is someone that's either needing you when it comes to studying up on something, your information, you're a problem solver, you know, to help like structure a plan to get something going in the right direction. And this person's definitely after something it is that they want. That they're trying to get you to kind of let your boundaries or guard down here, and be confident with them again. You know, it's like what I said before about someone that feels like they've lost your encouragement in some way, or they feel like they are. It's like they're trying to gain that back, and they're doing it by being honest. And by also being very charming. So keep that in mind. But justice is playing out here for a divine counterpart. So this is divine counterpart. Let me explain. To me, that means someone that is in your life that affects your life in a great deal, or affects your life in a very long term. You know, this is someone that's always in your life, or always been in your life, or has made significant differences in your life in some great way to you. And this is somebody that, I mean, this could be a friend for some of you, family member. You have the Three of Cups here. So there's definitely this reunion that's coming into play, coming together. After doing some deep soul searching here, or reflecting on things. This is somebody that's coming out that wants to be true to the situation, and true to you, and true to themselves. Okay. Let's see if we can figure out anything else about this person. I have new, these are new. This is characteristic cards, and then we'll look at the divine oracles, or timing oracles. See about when you can expect this, or any kind of advice that can come from that. Can you tell me something about this person that's in pile 1's reading? Drama Queen. So this is someone that, the Sagittarius energy is coming back in here for me with Drama Queen, because she can be a drama queen when she's in reverse, you know. But this is someone that may be very showy, or they may be kind of pulled towards drama, or there's someone that you know, that's like their life is filled with drama. It's always something, you know, that kind of feeling. That could be it. This black and white energy, right? Or black and white, black and red. Anything else you can tell me about this person? So Paul, one knows. Emoji overuser. So this is somebody that overuses emojis. And then you have a tech wizard here as well. So this is someone that could be, you know, they could be techie. They could be like a problem solver themselves. But this is like something that they just can't figure out or solve. And that's why they're coming to you. Definitely feel like there's history here. Let me see if I can get any kind of advice on this. And then we'll get a timing card. This is a mix of a whole bunch of different oracles. Okay, let's see. What do you have for pile 1 about this? They need advice. Okay, y'all have a soul truth oracle. And it says, when was the last time I danced freely? So, bringing fun back into it is something that's here. Dance. Because it will shift you into a beautiful state. Because it will get you out of your head and into your body and heart. Because fear lives in the head along with anxiety, control, guilt, frustration, and impatience. In just a few minutes of dancing, you will make the shift. You will feel a charge of joy and confidence take over, and you will feel a soul reminder to live and lead from your heart. Dancing is a tool to ground us in the now. It triggers happiness and is a gateway to freedom. To become free, dance. Now I'm going to say something real quick. I got a comment about this card one time. It's been a long time ago because I haven't pulled these in a while. And they said, oh, okay, so I just dance and everything's better. And I was like, obviously not, right? I mean, come on. Obviously not. What this is saying, and let's just use some intelligence here and think about this for a minute. Obviously, if you just dance, it's not going to make all your problems go away. This is about getting out of your head. You know, we get fixated and stuck on things, and we get in our head about things. And, you know, we can sit down to solve a problem, but we're so much in our head about it that all we can see is it, you know, crashing and burning, leading to a bad situation, or something's going on you don't know about. You know, you get really caught up in there. By moving your body, grounding, bringing yourself back to reality, and getting out of that anxious place where you're worried about the future, just for even a few minutes, gives your mind rest. That's what dancing is. It's giving your mind rest. It's giving your mind a sense of peace, because sometimes when we have a little bit of peace, we come back to a situation and we see it more clearly because we're not as anxious. We've given our mind rest. You ever tried to do something where you have to use your head and you're extremely tired? You know, and it's like, I'm not thinking clear. I need to go to bed because I'm just delirious. You know, you ever have that feeling? It's the same kind of thing. But it's just a way to do it where you don't have to go to sleep. You know, you dance instead. That's okay. Okay, the bottom says, dance for 3 minutes to your favorite song. Notice that inward fire grow within and the feeling that you feel being you. You are wild, loving force. Express it in dance today. So there you go. Now let's get a time card, and then we'll get some initials to close. Okay. Now this doesn't have to be exact time here, okay? So don't go write this on your calendar and say that's it. We all have free will, and your choices are your choices. You can make this happen. You can not make it happen. Totally up to you. You're the creator of your life. You may not always get a choice, but most of the time, the majority of our life is full of choices. When is this going to happen for pile 1? Can you give me time here? When this can happen for pile 1? Okay. Number 45, next year looks promising. And then you also have, it's worth the time. Number 2. Take time with making a decision. You have this mirror number here now, 54, 45. And 2 would be the number of making a decision. And I just talked about decisions. So I feel like what this is saying as far as advice is, especially with next year looks promising, really think about the bigger picture. Think about the future of things here. You know, it is worth thinking about. That's something that's here. It is worth thinking about. And I'm going to let y'all take that and however you will with whatever this means for you. Whatever this situation is for you guys. But definitely, you know, take some time before making a decision. Really make sure that you have a set plan or structured plan of some sort. And you have some sort of agreement here if that's the case. But you gotta put some time into this. This is what it's saying. Gotta put some time into this. Next year looks promising. So I don't feel like whatever this is, it's something that is, you know, can happen in some way, but I think that it would have to be very structured in some way as well. And I don't know what that means to you guys. I see sex in the bowl. I have to point that out. So you have the cloud with the raindrops. So there's definitely some kind of storm that's being had at this time, whether that's in this person's life, yours, or whatever. There's some drama that's here, and this is part of what this person's trying to overcome, or you are. But without the rain, things won't grow, right? And there's emphasis of that here. Now, I think this is a higher understanding this person's experiencing as well. If not yet, they will. Live in the present. Stress less, smile more. And just let me adore you. Remember, I talked about that admiration that's here when it comes to who you're having this experience here with. In the near future, we have G, M, or a W. Well, no, that's an M. This is a W. An E, an N. We have men there. We have Y, I, L, Q, L, H, S, X, N, extra small, another W, and a U. Okay. I heard gentleman in my head. Yellow. Could be the song Yellow. Never or no more. Show me how. Show me how. Southwest. Lily. Luna. Wells. Sheena. Lynn. Wednesday. Okay. I'm going to hold this up so y'all can see it. I'm going to leave here. So thanks so much, guys, for being here. Thanks for all your love and support. Hope this helps. Good luck, and I hope to see you soon. Bye. Hey, Paul 2. So if you chose number 51, Moonlight. Okay. Okay, guys. So there's some heavy energy around fears that are here. Like there's significant energy around fears that I'm feeling. And there's some sort of significant change that's taking place as well. And a new beginning immediately after that. A new way of doing things or a new direction to go into. And I think this may be what you're experiencing at this time. Or you may in the near future, as far as this card goes. Some of y'all, the timeline could be a little different. But there's this feeling of the moon. So it's almost like something is causing you to be afraid of a change or a new beginning, or there is some sort of insecurity that's playing out here in some way, okay? Fear of the unknown is something that's definitely here. And having to be patient and maintaining a sense of knowledge, you know, being smart about the situation. Okay, so we're going to start with what's the tea. Some of you, this kind of is like a 5 of Pentacles as well, or more like a 5 of Cups, with the moon being those emotions, Pisces, Cancers energies there. Afraid of the unknown is real big. In the changes ahead. Afraid of the unknown and the changes ahead. Okay. I keep seeing love on the brain. This is the new, what's the tea oracles? Pile 2. What can I expect in the near future? What's going to happen in the near future for pile 2? What's going to happen? Clout hungry. Saying anything, does anything, makes stuff up, being dramatic. Grudge holder. Who are you dealing with? Who are you dealing with? Careless. Carless, not careless. Carless. Okay. And then kissing ass. Okay. What's going to happen in the near future? There's somebody here that may kind of say or do anything. This could be somebody that kind of makes something up, or you're afraid someone's making something up. You're kind of holding on to a little bit of a grudge here when it comes to this person making something up or saying or doing anything here. Someone may be even being somewhat dramatic. There's gossip or something like that's here. Someone that's trying to get attention in some way or has. And you're holding a grudge here against this person. There's something to do with patience, having to have patience or wait, or setting a plan here. And repoing something, taking something back. Could be transformation, you know. But taking something back, something that's valuable or important. Okay. Some of y'all may have took something here from someone, and they're kind of, you know, buttering you up here to get this back. Bottom of the deck is threatening. They feel threatened. Okay. Threatening, intimidating, threatened, and bothered. Same shit, different day. Scarcity tactics. Okay. I don't know if this is you or or if this person that you're in this with. There's someone else that's here. Or I guess this could be something, right? Someone here is using, like, there's this like experience like you've been through, or someone's been through. And it's like something happened here that has caused some insecurities or fear. Something to do with, they make you feel threatened. You know, this is somebody that you feel like they threaten you in some way. Or there's just something that is bothering you with this person. Something they said, something they did. And this may be something that's not true with make stuff up or does or says anything. So you're holding a grudge here with this person. But you also are holding something back from this person. And they're coming in here to kind of kiss your ass. In a way, to try to get whatever it is you've taken from them back. Okay. Let's see what the more of the overall energy is before we get the tarot. This is Truth Be Told Oracles. Tell me more about what's going to happen here for pile 2 in the near future. Gravity. So the gravity of a situation. Look, attraction, magnetic field, potential energy. The gravity of There's something that's happened here, and like the gravity of the situation is causing someone to hold a grudge or someone to hold something back. This is a feeling of something you feel like is a big deal and the other person doesn't feel like it's as big of a deal, you know? Can I have one more? Two more. Okay. Nothingness, meaningless, forgetfulness. Okay. These say collection and crown. Owner, master, top level, and collection. This is like taking something for yourself, or, you know, putting your foot down really is what this feels like. Putting your foot down. That's what it feels like. It feels like you're taking advantage, or you're playing out your role of being in a top level, you know, or master owner here. You're playing this out like, okay, you're kind of showing whoever that you have pull here, you know? You're trying to set an example here in some way, or you're trying to get someone to understand the gravity of a situation, I feel. But perhaps taking something away. We're going to use the Everyday Witch Tarot for you guys. Yeah, look, the Ten of Swords and the Page of Cups. This is like a betrayal, an ending, or something really disruptive that needs to end, right? And then the Page of Cups is like that youthfulness, apologetic energy, playful. This is like saying, I didn't mean it. I didn't mean what I said, like saying anything, doing anything, making shit up, dramatic. Yeah. This is like somebody being, oh, they're just being dramatic. I didn't mean anything by what I said, you know, or, and then the other person's like, you're not understanding the gravity of the situation, and how it is affecting me, or pulling in some fears or insecurities. Look, Strength in reverse. So someone here is like losing patience. Leo energy. Temperance here. Yeah, there's patience right there. So it's like someone here that's like running out of patience, you know, trying to not be bothered, but are very much so bothered here. Sagittarius, Leo, Six of Wands in the reverse. So this is not being recognized, or someone's not recognizing. The Four of Pentacles in the reverse. This is about freedom or letting go. Yeah, and it could be this right here. Taking something away. Somebody holding on to something, you know, repo. I pulled two cards. There's that Five of Pentacles that I mentioned, and the Nine of Cups. Yeah. The Nine of Cups would be that kissing ass energy, by the way. The Five of Pentacles is to get out of the cold. So someone's trying to kiss your ass to get out of the cold here, basically. Bottom line, why is the Strength here in reverse? Someone that said or did some stuff that they regret. You have the Wheel of Fortune here in reverse. Yeah, being impatient because, you know, you're getting tired of something, or something is like you're out of chances with this, you know. I'm out of patience here. Or this is like something that's happened, some sort of event that was unfortunate in some way, and there's this reaction to this, or someone feels vulnerable or afraid, or, you know. Why is the Temperance here? The Tower in reverse. Yeah, this is like peace after a tower moment has taken place. And you can't change it. You can't go back and change whatever this tower moment is. This is like just making peace with it now. Moving forward. There's Scorpio and Taurus energies there. Why is the... Okay. Yeah, there's the Three of Wands. I saw the Three Wands here with the three candles that she has. So 3 of Wands in reverse is like going back to the drawing board because something's not working or progressing, or you're not understanding. You don't understand, so, or you're not recognizing the significance of something here. So we're going to go back to the drawing board and try it a different way, or we're going to go back and do something differently, or we're just going to start over, you know. Waiting for you to get something or understand something that you're not getting or seeing. This is like holding a grudge because someone doesn't recognize the significance of something. Why is the 4 of Pentacles in the reverse? The High Priestess, Pisces energy in reverse. Yeah. Give me one more for that. That's the 7 of Wands in the reverse. So it's kind of like someone like not being able to defend themselves. You know, they have no defense here. Kind of like a sneeze. Like a sneeze. Like you don't, there's no defense in that there. Yeah, there's something here to do with having, like, I can't defend this, you know, or being overly defensive here, or someone feeling like the other person's going kind of overboard here with something. There's some miscommunication or understanding. I'm trying to get you to see the significance of this Tower and this choice. And I'm trying to make peace with it, but, you know, but I'm not going to just give myself away before I know that you understand fully. You know, that kind of energy is there. 5 of Pentacles, the 9 of Cups. The 8 of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah. This is like, in order for someone to try to make progress or do what they need to do, like they're forced almost to take a break, or they're forced to get themselves out of the situation. This is someone that may be trying to get themselves out of a situation that you're dealing with here. You have the Sun in reverse at the bottom of the deck, which is Leo energy. So, in the Queen of Cups, and the Devil is here with the 7 of Pentacles. There's the Ace of Pentacles. So, there's the opportunity here, you know, an opportunity to fix something in the long term. So, whatever the situation here in the near future, you're going to have an opportunity to kind of straighten something out, or be patient, or have someone work with you, or, you know, allow something to play out. And invest in something, okay? You have to see this as that. You have the Devil here, Capricorn energy, and the Queen of Cups. Taking advantage of this is something that is here. Taking advantage of this situation. Now, depends on your situation and what this is, but this is kind of insinuating here. You know, it's kind of like having a bad situation, or having the devil work for you for your benefit, but they don't see it that way. So I don't know what that means for you guys, but there's this obsessiveness around nurturing and love and being patient. And I mean, with the Sun in reverse, there's definitely a big disappointment that's happened. And there's a seed being planted here in some way when it comes to this disappointment. Cancer, Leo, Cancer, and Capricorn here. There's someone also that may be kind of obsessed around investing in something or being patient or needing to be patient, you know. The Six of Pentacles. Okay. I'm going to get a few different cards. We're going to take a look and see what do you need to know about this person that's in your reading. There's someone else here. What do you need to know about this person that's in Call 2's reading? Social media junkie. So this is someone that may be a social media junkie, or this is just someone that's always, you know, on the internet in some way or something like that. Tell me more about this person. So there's the hourglass, the same one that you see here. Procrastination master. And then you have meditation mishap. Yeah. There's something to do with like a second chance or repeating something, because there was like being vulnerable and allowing for that second chance or opportunity for someone to kind of right their wrongs, I guess. With the sun being there in reverse, there's a significant like disappointment, but there's still love in this situation here, you know, with this. And there's still potential to have a new beginning, to work together and to close this out in the proper way and to learn the lesson that's here, you know, to move on from this, make a decision to do better, you know, moving forward. All that is still here, is here. So what do I think is going to happen here? And you're dealing with somebody that where they may be a social media junkie, or they just are someone that connects with, you know, more than the physical person right in front of you. They may have a lot of online friends, you know, that kind of feeling is there. That meditation mishap. It's like something that was meant to be peaceful, or is meant to be like not a big deal, or wasn't like trying to, like, this is somebody that's saying I wasn't trying to cause any kind of chaos. I didn't mean anything by this, right? But it did, or it has. And then this is somebody that's could be a procrastinator, or they could be really slow. Okay. All right, so we're gonna get a few other cards. Where are they? We're gonna see some of these as well. This is the timing deck, timing oracle deck. I don't know why I couldn't say that. I want to get some cards of advice first, though. But I don't know why I feel like. What would this person say to you here? Let's see. What would this person say to Paul 2? That flew out fast, didn't it? I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. What would they say? I don't know what to say. Maybe you don't know what to say either. I wish I could take back my words. So this is like somebody that said something. They wish they didn't say that. And it's funny too, because that's what this clout hungry is with. This is somebody that may have been trying to impress someone else, or, well, let me see that real quick. Why was this person clout hungry? What is this? Oh, it came right out. 2 of Cups in reverse. It may have been because there was someone here that they were trying to impress, or something to do with not feeling. Give me another card for that. 2 of Cups in reverse. The Knight of Wands in reverse. There's a feeling of like they felt left out. This is someone that feels left out. Yeah. You have an 8 of Swords in the reverse. This is someone that they may say things in order to fit in, you know. They may have popped off and said some things that now they regret. They wish they could take their words back. They caused some drama. Fate. And there's a card on the floor. This is a destined partnership. So like I said before, I think this is something that was meant to happen because there is like a very significant lesson in this. I don't know what comes next. Yeah, it's like they lose control of something. Either it's something that you're like taking away from them or that's taken away from them in somehow. I forgive you. That could be the grudge, you know. I do feel like if you're taking something away from this person, I mean, they are holding a grudge because there's a part of them that feels like that you may be like overreacting or like they didn't mean. This is like somebody cracking a joke to you and you get hurt, your feelings hurt, and they are all upset because they're like, oh, it's just a joke, you know, I didn't mean anything by that. But to you, it hurt, you know. It's that kind of a feeling that I'm feeling, but I think it's just on a bigger scale. You let me down. Yeah. This could be your energy. I forgive you, but you let me down and you're still holding a grudge here with this. I can't be with you. You don't know how hard it was to let you go, and I'm sorry. You also have life is not together as my life is not together as it seems, and I hide behind material things. So this may be somebody that you don't know, like a lot of what's going on with them. You know, this could be somebody that was just acting out. Can you tell me? Okay. We have live playfully and with a light heart. Number 29. Now this is advice, okay? It says listen to the voice of your inner child. This is like, I mean, I just have to be honest with what I feel. And this is like a situation of having empathy. Okay. It won't come out of my mouth, so I'm going to move on. Geez. That's frustrating. This is like having compassion for a situation or having compassion for someone, even if it's not necessarily like you're kind of rolling your eyes at this person or you're kind of rolling your eyes in the situation, but in a sense of still having like some sense of compassion for them. This is someone that you care about. This isn't someone that's like done you like really bad, wrong, and you're holding a grudge, you know, over this person and everything. This isn't like that. This is like somebody that you see like something that they've done or a way that they've acted or even, you know, whatever the case to you, but it's not anything that you couldn't forgive. Let's say that. I do feel like it's something that you can't forgive, but I do feel like there is still a grudge that's being held here or something being held back. So you may have like took a step back from this person or just trying to give this some time, you know, time to heal. But it's telling you to be more lighthearted about this. There's also something to do with listening to your inner child. So thinking about your own inner child and like a situation to where you would say to yourself, like, how would I feel in this situation if this was me? You know, that's the word that I'm trying to say. It just won't come out of my mouth. Which is strange because I say that all the time. Anyway, let's get some timing oracles here to see about when this is. Remember that you have free will. And if you don't ever let a reading like tell you what to do, right? Listen to your own intuition here. The light's being shown here on a situation that's causing some insecurities and fears that are playing out. But it's something that needs to be addressed. And I think in the long term, you'll see this as, okay, this is a chance or opportunity for me to do something a different way, or someone's asking for an opportunity to do something a different way. Lessons, an opportunity for a lesson to be learned here. Timing. It's in the past, number 60. So this is, yeah, this, you know, the near future energy is like, okay, it's done happened. The tower's already fell. So let's move on from this in the best way possible. In May. So something could change or significant could happen, or you can see like a change or a positive shift. This is the number 19, so the 19th of May could be important, but 19 is the sun in tarot. We saw that earlier in reverse. So I do feel like in May, there's a better energy that comes through. There's a full understanding that comes through. Someone that's you see a big difference in or a change. There's a positive shift that happens. I think that's the most important thing. Timeline wise, it could be in a couple of months for you guys. You see like a significant change take place. Not in this lifetime, number 10. So whatever it is that you're afraid of, or whatever it is that is an insecurity here with this that surfaces, I feel like it's something that is, it's not an energy that's meant to stay for long. It's just a lesson that's passing through, and you both like understand the lesson and make a decision for yourself, and it does subside, and it does, things do pick up and do get better, and you do see the sun. You know, the sun comes back into play here from this moonlight that you're experiencing at this time. Some things do change, but I think that they change for the better. You know, sometimes in order for something to change for the better, you have to kind of a little bit go backwards. Not always, of course, but sometimes, and I don't think there's anything wrong with that. We learn from the past. So, okay. And that's what this is. It's like, okay, we learned a lesson here. Let's move forward and get past this. For some of you, there's someone here that you know, you lack trust with, or they broke an agreement or something like that. They did something impulsively, and they didn't think clearly, you know, before they did that. Okay. Be a nice human. There's that compassion. You have the big donut here, so that would, to me, would be like kissing ass. You know, you bring donuts and sprinkles. And then you have the hamburger here. I heard clean up your own mess. What movie is that where she says that? She says, clean up your own mess. Because she's always cleaning up. What movie is that? 2 Weeks Notice? Is that what it is? Something to do with 2 weeks could be relevant. I don't remember. But anyway, she's always doing things for him in that movie and all the time. And then finally it takes over her life. And finally she's like, you know what? Do it yourself. Okay. So it's like reaping, you know, cause and effect taking place that's here. Smile to the world. You have the cloud here with the yellow heart. So to me, that's like an apologetic energy or a message from a friend or a friendly message. You have the balloons here, so a birthday or a celebration could be relevant in some way. Okay, so you have P, Y, G, Z, T, M or W, 2 A's, and a D. So we have mad here, so somebody's just mad. Party, maybe somebody's mad because they don't get to go to the party. You know, something like that is there. What else do we have? Drag, like dragging something on. Map. Gap. Zap. This could be a W. Pat. Day. Drag. I already said that. Gum. Like being stuck to something. Having to do something or be stuck to something. Okay, I'm gonna leave y'all here. Yep. All right, guys. So I feel like I should be seeing more in the bowl, but I'm not. Tag, did I say that? Wag, I guess. I think I said all the 3-letter things. And for some reason, pay is there. Yeah, I'm gonna make you pay. You're gonna have to pay for something. Somebody is. Okay. All right, guys. I'm going to leave you right here. So thank you so much for being here. Thanks for all your love and support and kindness, of course. And good luck to you guys. And I hope to see you soon. Bye. Hey, pile 3. So if you chose the number 17, Ghostlands, it's strange to me in this card because it's the number 17, and that's actually the star in tarot, which is Aquarius energy, which Aquarius energies would be January or February, so that could be important here in some way. It's also about what it is that you believe in. You know, there's something to do with maybe going against something or feeling like the Ghostlands, like you're doing something different from everybody else. You know, that kind of feeling is there. You also have, to me, this would say June the 18th, but take it how you feel. Well, I guess the 17 would mean there. Anyway, so that could be relevant for someone there. That would be Cancer energy, right? Yes. No, that's Gemini. Okay. So seeing two sides of something could be something that's here. A ghostland. Someone not seeing your side or seeing two sides to something. Something playing out. Healing taking place, or like this is a feeling of you're the only one that has, like, you have this dream or you have this idea of something, but you feel like nobody else believes that you can do it, you know, or you're in something alone, you know. Okay, let's get to it. So we have some new oracles. These are called the What's the Tea oracles. Okay. Tell me about this for pile 3. What is going to happen in the near future with Ghostlands? What's going to happen in the near future? Wow. Okay. Running is at the bottom. Actually, I want to get one more before I say that. These all come out together. So we have a drama starter. We have a drama starter here. Something behind the curtain. Starting some drama. We have love on the brain, which is about fantasizing or a nostalgic or daydreamy kind of energy. This could be part of that dream I was talking about. And shine. Your light irritates their demons. I feel like there's something here that's shining on possibly some sort of dream that you have. Some drama here being created. Love triangle. Okay. And you still have running on the back of the deck. Okay. Wolf in sheep's clothing and marrying for money. Okay, so there's someone here that you may be running from, that you feel like is looking for drama or wanting to start some drama. This could be someone that you may have felt like you could trust at some point, someone that you felt like was loyal to you or you could trust in some way. And this is someone that you're seeing a different side to. I feel like this is that Gemini energy. It's almost like you're alone in this in some way as well. So you know, this is like, there may be more than one person here in this situation. You feel like maybe, you know, they're kind of, what is it, triangling you in some way, or someone, they're doing that with someone else. She's running, but she's got her eyes closed here. So it's like running into something blindly, but you're running away from something that you feel like is not good for you, or someone with wolves in sheep's clothing. This can also be like someone running in to start drama. So let's let's get a look at the overall energy that's here. Give me some overall energy for pile 3 and what this is. Encounter. Meet by chance, love at first sight, and crush. Okay, there's someone here that's causing some drama. This could be someone that you ran away from because you felt like that they were not right for you, important for you. Yeah, like they're not right for you in some kind of way, or there's something that you feel like you can't trust about this person. Screenshot is here. Getting proof or evidence. Marrying for money in wolves in sheep clothing. This is like giving evidence on someone, like you've gotten or you've seen this about someone or on someone, like you've seen proof of this in some sort of way. And so you've chosen to kind of run away from this person, or kind of put up a wall or some sort of boundary here with this person because of what you've seen with them. This is someone that may come in and you may see them or feel like that they're coming in and they're starting some drama. If this is a situation that you're worried about going into because you're wondering if someone's gonna have your back here, or it's a very unknown place and you don't know what to expect, you know, this is someone that could be trying to start some drama, or you're worried about this. They could be saying things about you or putting seeds in someone's head, you know. I just feel like that you're worried about this person starting drama, and I think that they will try at least. This is an encounter that you're going to have here with someone, or this is about an encounter that you had with someone. And it plants some seeds or puts some stuff in your mind to where it kind of shines light on possibly someone else, like a third party energy that's here, or a choice that was made. Give me one more. Yeah. This fell out in my hand. It didn't fall out, but it did fall in my hand. Your intuition. Your intuition or your subconscious in some ways already picked up on this. You have this like sixth sense about this person and like ulterior motive that they have. This is someone that's coming in trying to cause some sort of threatening energy around you. This is an encounter that you have with someone where, yeah, you don't trust this energy. And you know, if this is something that's already happened, it's a situation here that you just didn't trust. Let's get the tarot. I am going to use my tarot deck that I keep on my desk. It's a Wayspill tarot deck. I think it's called the Wheel of Fortune tarot, but it's one that I always use. Okay, let's see. What is happening? What is going on here? Someone coming in trying to start some drama, planting some seeds in your brain. The Hanged Man. There you go. This is like a feeling of feeling restrained or restricted or stuck or having to see someone or something in a different point of way or view. Someone pushing their beliefs onto you. Pisces energies there. The only way that you see things. You have a Queen of Wands. She loves drama, so that could be your drama starter, but that's a fire energy, so it's Sagittarius for me, but Leo and Aries is here as well. I don't know if I don't want to take this. Let's just look at it. All in reverse. Wonderful. So you have this like walking away that's here from a opportunity or an idea. of something falling apart or a setback in some way, and some scattered energy around this. This would be someone coming in with a very scattered energy around a foundation that could be taken away in some way. And a lack of motivation or delays around this, getting off or starting something new, and aimlessly drifting or walking away, running away. This is someone that you wouldn't trust with your foundation. You know, this can also be like an idea of something weighing you down. And there's an energy here of it causes some kind of frustration. Like, okay, this is someone that's coming in causing, they're frustrated, they're upset because something's not going their way, and in some particular way. And so they come in and they have a lot of weight on their shoulders, and they're kind of bringing you that to you in some way. This may be somebody that, I mean, this is your intuition. This could be you right here with your intuition's been picking up on this. Someone trying to see something in a different way. There's the weight, the 10 of Wands, carrying a burden. Okay. Okay, someone taking responsibility. You have the Hierophant in reverse. That's Taurus energy. So that can be like something that's very challenging. Something that can really challenge your belief system. Challenges your understanding. This is a lack of teamwork. This could have to do with work here. These 2 3s that are here. This can also be a broken commitment. Someone breaking their loyalty or a commitment to you. I don't know about this Queen of Wands. Let's see what the Hanged Man is. I feel like somebody's trying to put some kind of responsibility or burden on you. 5 of Wands. So there is this conflict that's here. Like, this is seeing a disagreement or seeing like a conflict, maybe even needing to get a different, can you give me a different way of looking at this? Or someone is coming in giving you a different way of looking at this. Look at that. 9 of Swords. So this is someone that's, you know, coming in quick to communicate something to you. And it could be this disagreement or conflict that's here. Needing to get a different perspective even. Okay, so getting in your head about the unknown, or, you know, daydreaming or being nostalgic about something. Whatever this information is here about this conflict, it causes, like, there's some kind of responsibility that's here. It kind of puts you in your head a little bit. Like a burden. It puts some weight on you. And it does, you know, cause you to be in your head. What's that Hierophant there? 7 of Swords. This is like some serious sneakiness stuff that's going on here. This is like being called out, or whether you believe something or not. You know, this is about a betrayal or deception. Or it's just someone getting away with something. Don't let them get away with that. I just heard that in my head. Okay. Tell me about 3 of Pentacles. The King of Cups. There is somebody here that gets you in your head about a situation. trying to get you to see someone or believe something in a different point of view, or you're given a different point of view or perspective in some way. This is somebody that's coming in that wants to take action. They come in, they're coming in and very determined. They feel very confident, and I mean, they're starting some kind of drama here. This is what happens. Let's keep going. What is the conflict here? The disagreement, the conflict, the tension that's built here. What is this 5 of Wands? The 2 of Swords. It's having to make a decision or blocking something out or off. It talks about having to make a decision to avoid a conflict or block something off, or confusion or conflict around a choice that was made. This can also be somebody wanting to get your point of view. What should I do about this conflict? What should I say? What should I do? Why is the Knight of Swords here? 2 of Cups. This is wanting to get on the same page, wanting to have a commitment or contract between the 2 of you. Tell me about the 8 of Swords. It's the 9 of Wands in the reverse. Yeah, this is a feeling of being in your head and being like on the defense, or being like hesitant. It's like you lack courage here in some way. Okay. You're not confident here around the past. This causes you to not be confident about the past, or it causes you not to be 100% assured moving forward with something. Like, this is a burden here that give me one more for the 9 of Wands in reverse. Yeah, Temperance in reverse. This is, I'm really frustrated because of the imbalance that's here. And I'm kind of a little bit in my head around this being very difficult, or maybe too difficult. There's also a paranoia energy that's here. A feeling when you thought something was balanced and good and in a particular way, and it's like it's not, and somewhat of that is your responsibility, or somewhat of that is a burden to you in some way, because you thought that it was balanced, you thought that it was clear, or you thought that it was handled, you know, and it kind of resurfaces, it comes back around. And it puts you in a place to where, okay, now I have to figure out how to move forward from this. Something is just stressing you out. You know, something just stresses you out to the point where you're like, it's like, I don't want to have to go through this, or I don't want to have to do this, or I don't want to take this on, or, you know, it could be something that you thought you avoided too at some point. Tell me about the Hierophant in reverse. The 7 of Swords. It's the 6 of Wands. Something is being like, someone's trying to be victorious over their status quo here, or a lesson that needs to be learned. Give me one more for the 6 of Wands. This is like recognizing someone's betrayal as well. Or you thought you were making progress. You know, I thought I was making progress here. I thought, you know, they learned, or I thought that we were moving in a good direction here, but little did I know that there was things going on here around me I didn't see. Why is the Six of Wands here? Yeah. This is like realizing that you thought things were good and everything was at peace, and then like you're realizing that there was some things that you didn't see or you didn't know about, and that's coming to the surface, and it's a little bit uncomfortable, this like coming out here in the open in some way. It feels like it's something that you have to deal with or address that you didn't want to, or you're trying to avoid in some way. I don't know, there's something to do with being in the public recognition or recognizing something. That you thought was not going to be an issue. Why is the Nine of Pentacles? It's like you're out of your comfort zone here in this. But, you know, you have to go through with this. Nine of Pentacles in the reverse. Four of Wands. In order to make peace with this, you have to kind of go through this experience. And it's something that you don't want to do because it goes against, I feel like, what you believe, or like a lesson you already thought you knew or learned. Okay, let's get to this. Three of Pentacles in the reverse. There's the Ace of Pentacles. You're getting an opportunity, or someone's giving you an opportunity to see someone in a different way, and it's uncomfortable because it's not really how you want to see that person, or you've never seen them in that kind of way before. But it gives you, like, you have to kind of take responsibility here, or you have to face this, or you have to kind of, you know, it puts you in your head and it's somewhat of a burden, but you still have to like step outside of your comfort zone in order to find that peace, or the harmony that you're looking for. For some of you, this has to do with the relationship. I think that there may be someone here, there's some kind of decision that was made that causes some conflict, or caused some conflict, and there's having to kind of make some kind of sacrifice because of that, or having to look at something in a different way. It's like you're getting a different perspective, maybe of a conflict or a decision that was made around that you didn't know or see before. I do feel like that this is someone here that, I mean, there's someone here that is coming in trying to create some sort of conflict. What was the Two of Swords about? Oh, okay. Well, we have a Seven of Pentacles, so that could be, you know, investing in something or being patient. A vision, a future vision, having to make a decision about the future. And then you have Justice is out here with the Page of Swords in reverse. So someone was not being honest about something. That's what's here. This is Justice coming in, saying, okay, cause and effect. The truth is coming out. This person was not being okay, honest about a decision. I almost sneezed if you didn't know. Honest about a decision here, or there was a promise that was not delivered, you know. And we'll see in the long term how this plays out. Well, you're getting a different perspective about this. And there's someone here that this is going to threaten kind of your, maybe a relationship or a situation. Okay, someone's getting in the middle of a situation that is kind of a challenge. It's just a challenge that's here. You will get an opportunity to address this feeling of someone not being a teammate, or not working together, or being uncommittal. You know, you'll have something also like actual physical evidence or something like that with this Ace of Pentacles. that's being given here to show or prove this in some way, some kind of choice. Can you give me anything else about that? Yeah. There's something here that someone's going to need to defend, or you will need to defend, okay? And y'all already know kind of what this reading is about, obviously. This seems, you know, like someone's story here, but yeah, there's this energy of continuing to persevere with this King of Cups here, which is Scorpio energy. That's, you know, someone that's being generous, even though there's this broken commitment, or you don't feel like someone's being a teammate that's here. Something's not working or coming together, and there's someone else here that's trying to persevere and trying to work through this. This is interesting. What is the Two of Cups here? What is the Two of Cups? Okay, these cards are just flying all over the place. Three of Cups. That's that third party energy. You also have the Six of Swords, the Fool, and the Four of Pentacles on the reverse and on the floor, but they were kind of to the side, so this is like a regretful energy. There's a regretful energy that's here. Has to do, I think that for some of you there is this, someone was not committed. Someone wasn't, they may have agreed to a partnership or relationship, or someone coming in very quickly wanting to reconcile or come together, or a community or friendship here and making an agreement. But then they like have these responsibilities that come into play, and it causes this imbalance. And it's like somebody is in regret. And now they want to like defend themselves. What is the Six of Wands? The Empress. I mean, this is Taurus and Libra energy. This is like a motherly type of energy, right? She's about growth and expansion. There's something that's here that you're learning from and moving on. There's a feeling here of learning and moving on. But there's someone here that brings in drama, but they don't realize that they're actually bringing you justice. Oh my gosh, these cards just keep falling on the floor. You have a King of Swords in the reverse, and you also have an Ace of Wands in the reverse, a Knight of Wands in the reverse, a Ten of Pentacles in the reverse. This may be something you've manifested. This is someone that knows what they're losing. And they're coming in very scattered about this. This is someone that has tried to manipulated a situation. You may have rejected this person at some point. Now would be a good time to get some characteristic cards. There's someone here that you feel like did not take full, like you don't know this yet. You will in the near future. Someone's bringing in this information. Who's bringing you this information? Delivery app, devotee, and retail therapy guru. Okay. There's someone that's delivering and bringing you this information that, I think this is someone that feels like they're, I don't know why, but they feel like they're like putting themselves on the right end of justice by bringing you this information. But to be honest with you, there's something else that's behind that with wolf in sheep's clothing. And I think that you can see it. You can see that. I don't think I need to tell you that. Like, you know, like this is someone that you don't feel like you could trust. See, there's 3 people here, okay? Someone bringing you information out of the goodness of their own heart. It's not, though. It's not out of the goodness of their own heart. They're bringing you some information that they feel like that in the long way, there'll get some kind of benefit justice-wise from this, you know. But either way, they are bringing you this information. It's something that you're realizing that someone did not take full responsibility for. And it puts you, like, you do get frustrated, like you are upset because you felt like there was a sense of peace with something, like you've already made peace with something, you know, with that Temperance in reverse Sagittarius energy. And it's coming out into the open, and you're looking at it as something that you can't work with, that you can't believe in, that you can't go against. It's definitely shining light here on what's wrong with the situation, and you can't unsee it, right? There's no way to unsee it. They may even give you something tangible. And you do like fall into a place to where you have a sense of self-control. But there's also someone here that I feel like you can't trust this person, or you're seeing that you can't trust this person. So it's like that you had a false start with them. You thought something was going to get up and go and go in a certain direction, but it ends up, you know, belly flopping. And you're frustrated and you're upset. This is someone else that is also frustrated and upset over this manipulation because it didn't play out for them. This is someone that tried to like spin the wheel in their direction, trying to avoid that chaos or confusion or whatever this is. And this is like when it's backfiring onto them. Okay. You also have emoji overuser, but let's take a look and see if we can see anything. Can you tell me about the King of Wands? You could be dealing with the air sign here. This is Aquarius, Libra, or Gemini. Tell me about the King of Wands, please. Social battery drained. So this is someone that, look, they both have that red cape, red coat, red cape, red flag. This is like someone that you may feel like they have red flags, that they don't socialize a lot, or you feel like they drain you when you are around this person, and you can't figure out why, like, or you haven't been able to figure out why. You also have DIY disaster. This is someone that could be like a self-sabotager, which is what you see here. You know, this is like definitely someone that's, I mean, the situation definitely has backfired on this person. No doubt about that. All due to trying to avoid, this is like saying a small fib or lie, right? But even that's going to come back around on you with justice. Everything gets balanced out eventually. There's always a cause and effect of anything, even if to you it may seem like something small. So big or small. It's funny. I was just actually watching a documentary, which that's like basically all I watch, right? Anyways, they're doing a polygraph test, and the guy was explaining it to the other guy in the show that I'm watching, which is this husband that was getting a polygraph, by the way, which he passed, by the way. But in it, he was explaining to him, you know, the machine reads big or small lies. It doesn't matter. It's still a lie. And I was thinking, well, that's kind of crazy, you know, big or small. It's a lie's a lie, right? And for some reason, when I saw this, that came to mind. So this could be something that may seem small to this person, but it turns into something big. Or it's a small something, but it turns into a significant burden. And it's like this person's like, this is backfiring on this person in some way. Okay. What's the timing of this for Paul 3? You have number 32. Time will bring a surprise. You have February the 16th. That could be an important date. And you have next summer the 13th. Okay. So I feel like tomorrow looks promising, by the way. Number 33. You have 33 and 32 here. I think time's going to bring you a surprise of something of the past, to be honest with you guys. I do see that here. Of course, where we are in our, you know, planets and everything right now, we are in retrograde, and we have, you know, Venus in retrograde. So there's, you know, relationships and things that are being balanced right now. And that's why you see a lot of people coming up from the past, or breakups, or, you know, significance at this time. So I do feel like maybe tomorrow for some of you guys, of course not everybody, but there's something significant that I feel like is going to happen soon. We're going to get what it is that you've been asking or looking for. And I think it may be a tower moment that takes place, or a wake-up call in some way. But I think by next summer, things are going to change significantly when it comes to this. And it's just up to you and what you decide about it. Because y'all have free will, so I'm not going to sit here and tell you what you need to do. You know? And for a lot of you, this is different from... This may not be love. It may be something else. Maybe work, a contract that you have, you know? Okay, y'all got 2 cards for advice. Y'all have 3 cards. Well, golly. Okay, let's see how long they are. What can I do to make a difference? What keeps you up at night? What makes you cringe when you think about it? Such that every ounce of you screams no more. Where can you create? What can you create out of your pain? Make a difference in someone's life today, big or small. Kind of like that lie, big or small. Because all of it makes a difference. Yeah, this is a lesson about this, I feel like, for some of you. Or someone's lesson. Am I willing? You're on the edge of something great. Can you feel it? Yes, there is risk, uncertainty, and perfections ahead. Failure is certain, and vulnerability is requirement. You must be brave and trust yourself more than ever before. You will reach the dream, but you must stretch yourself into a whole new level of belief and willingness in order to move forward with courage. Today's soul action is be brave, follow your heart's compass, and lift your lid on your own dreams. Today's mantra is it's possible. Okay. Now we have number 26. The love of your dragon reaches out to you. The rim of your truth is opening up. Yeah. I think for some of you, and she does have a ring on her finger, by the way, so that is the wedding ring, so that might be relevant for some of you, but the love of your dragon reaches out to you. The rim of your truth is opening up. So there's something to do with loving the shadow part of yourself is here. Some of y'all may fall into being like gullible, or yeah, with that Fool we saw earlier under the deck. It's like falling into that habit of being gullible or being innocent, and, you know, in getting taken advantage of in some way or something like that is there. You've been through this learning experience about how that is a shadow part of yourself. And you've understood this about yourself, and there's this level of forgiving yourself, you know, and recognizing that that is a good thing to you, but you just have to have that balance that's there. This is like loving your shadow and opening up to the truth of who you are. Like, this is a situation that's opening up more to the truth of who you are and what you believe about yourself. Okay. Now, Lovers is there again. Some of you may be getting out of an illusion. Yeah, around a betrayal. Yeah, fear. Whatever you've been confused about or been confused or conflicted about, you are getting out of this. And you're making a choice to manifest something different or something new for yourself. Okay? Let's get... Is that it? That's it? That is actually it. Okay, so let's get some initials and some other stuff. Let's see here. We have a lot. We have a lot. I picked a lot out. Okay, so let's work our way through this here. We have loyalty with the dog print. We have Halloween or a jack-o'-lantern. So someone playing games with you, you know, it could be something that's here, trick or treat kind of energy. A lot of orange there. I think it's this sacral chakra, right? Anyway, yes, you have a lot of orange here. You have the motorcycle, so that's that Knight of Swords, something coming in quickly. You have the peach here. Yeah. Which to me is kind of like someone bringing in a apology or an offer. Someone coming in trying to be a certain kind of way is something that's here as well. You have the cloud with the raindrops. I just heard Ain't No Sunshine When She's Gone in my head, that song. You know, be a nice human. You also have focus on the good. You have the 2 hearts. And I lost my mind. Yep. This can be like really like seeing, like forgiving yourself for not seeing something is here. Focusing on what you've learned from that experience is there. Okay. So we have N, S, O, X, X, Q, N, C, P, R, CPR, another R, and another Q. Quit, help, R&R, 3 strikes, you're out. So you may have already gave someone 2 chances. North Carolina keeps playing in my head. Soon. Socks. Rest. Nick. I'm just saying the things I hear in my head, guys, okay? Rock. Rocks. On the rocks. Between a rock and a hard place. Non. All right, guys, I'm gonna hold this up so y'all can see it. I'm gonna leave you right here. So thank you so much for being here. Thanks for all your love and support and kindness, of course. I hope this helps. Good luck, and I hope to see you soon. Bye. Hey, pile 4. So if you chose number 38, heal the ouch. Okay, so what's going to happen in the near future? I do feel with this, obviously with this card, there's someone here that's coming in trying to heal a situation. I think in this situation, you feel the need to be very strategic, perhaps somewhat guarded. And there's someone else that's here that is, you may feel like this person is trying to, like you may feel like you don't know if you can trust this person, or you're just, you know, you're just watching your back here with this person. You may feel like they're wearing somewhat of a mask. But you may also feel like a sense of like this is wearing you out, or you're, you know, you're tired of thinking about something, or it's just like there's a sense of overthinking that's here as well. Okay. Raccoon and a fox could be relevant. I do feel like that somebody here is wanting to get past something, overgrow something, expand from something. And the other person has a very like more of a stance on being guarded or protected, or taking action. But I feel like the bottom of this is someone's coming in trying to heal something. So let's get down to what this has to do with. Now, this is the, what's the T oracles. These are new. Pile 4. Pile 4. Pile 4. Oh, okay. Unfazed. I was going to say, I think this could be somebody that, like, this is kind of like you're unfazed by the situation. Like, this may be something that looks like a little wound up part on that raccoon side. And it makes me feel like you've done this before. So this could be someone here where this kind of unfazes you. Like, you've been through it with this person. Spiritual healer. Hates on your spirituality, light, magic, or power. This could be someone here that, you know, they're kind of a little bit hating what it is that you believe in, or they could be someone that's hating on, like, the fact that maybe you feel like that, I feel this energy of someone feeling like that, oh, well, you just think that you're better than everybody else. You know, that kind of feeling is there. Hating on what it is that you believe in. Even just hating the fact that they feel like you have a sense of power over them in some way. This could also be someone that is coming in saying, you know, I'm sorry for, you know, hating on your beliefs, you know, here, and that you're coming across as being unfazed by this, but I think that that's a strategic move. Yeah, moving, as I say, move. This might have to do with a move or having to move. Love triangle. This came out in the same exact spot in one of the other piles. So if you're drawn to another pile. And then also you have hooked at the bottom. Hook, line, and sinker. So, okay. So there's someone here that's kind of trying to heal something here with you, moving in on you, trying to heal something with you. This could be somebody that's actually moving. You know, I'm getting like a weird scenario here, but this could be like someone here that may be moving in a direction towards someone else that you don't necessarily agree with fully. And it's like you may feel like this person's being conned or hooked into something, and you may have mentioned that to this person. Like, even if you feel like somebody's taking advantage, you may have mentioned that to this person, but they've kind of like disregarded it or have made you feel like, let's just say that you told this person, like, hey, I really feel like there's some synchronicities, or you've even used spiritual terms with this person in some way and said, like, hey, there's some things here that are adding up. You know, this person may have made you feel like that's just a bunch of hogwash, right? And hating on that a little bit. And it made you feel uncomfortable, or it made you feel like weird about your beliefs, or, you know, something like that is going on here, where that you feel like this person is kind of hating on that. And they continue to move towards something that you feel like you're trying to tell them not to, like, move towards. You know what I mean? I feel like you're trying to give somebody advice, or you have, and they're not listening to you. Hope. One more. This is the overall energy. And these are the revealing the truth oracles. Affairs. There's that third party again. Pollution is here. Yeah, infection. Poison. There's someone here that feels like that you're feeding into some sort of poison here. Yeah. There may be somebody here that has a desire for you that may be kind of hating on things for you as well. Okay? Now let me explain. There may be someone here that is around you that is like a happiness hater. Okay? It's like they're hating on your spirituality, or they're hating the way things are going for you. Because there's something that they also maybe want here in this situation. There's something that they desire, that they're hoping for. This is like somebody that's trying to manifest something negative to happen in your situation. They feel like you're not seeing something for what it is, or not seeing something clearly. This is someone that you may have been like, y'all don't have the same belief system. They may have even made fun of you for certain things. For some of you, there's someone here that's moving towards a third party energy, like trusting in someone else or a different situation. They're taking someone else's side or direction, and like maybe cutting, like this is about cutting someone off that's like not healthy or unhealthy. Okay, heal the ouch. Hook. Boss daddy. An offer. And unbothered again. This is someone here that's trying to offer you some sort of comfort. See, there's more than two, definitely, maybe even 4 people that I'm feeling in this reading. So I'm anxious to see what court cards will come out. We're going to use the regular Right Away Tarot. Woo! Did you see that? That was pretty cool. We have 3 of Pentacles. So this is somebody coming in trying to work something out with you. Trying to work something out. They're still hopeful here that they can heal something. This could be somebody that moved away from you. This is like saying, you may have been saying things to this person that have to do with your beliefs in some way, or even just your intuition. And they were acting like they were unfazed or unbothered by it. Like they acted like it wasn't a big deal, or there's nothing to it. But there was. They were hating on you because perhaps there was a truth here they were trying to keep from you in some way, but are not wanting to face themselves. But I think because of this, like they're moving into a different direction, and they may be even trying to get other people to be on their side or see their point of view. That may have not worked for this person in some way. Something like that is going on here. And now this is same person's coming back around to have this, wanting to work something out, wanting to work with you. You have the Queen of Wands, which was in the same position in another reading. You also have the 9 of Pentacles here I'm holding. So Sagittarius energy is there for me. The Knight of Cups. The 6 of Wands in the reverse. You have someone here that's trying to move in on you. Tell me about the 3 of... What's the 3 of Pentacles about? The 3 of Swords in the reverse. This is after the fact. What's going to happen in the near future? Someone's going to come in and try to heal a situation here, wanting to have a commitment or wanting to work something out. This is someone that still desires you or has a desire with you. And they may be even trying to get you to see something being a poison or an infection. This could be with them. They're figuring out like, yes, I was not myself, or I did wrong things. Or this could be somebody that you're with that they're pointing out, yes, this is someone that's, affecting you, or it's this person's a parasite, or something like that. They're trying to convince you of someone or something, or themselves. Queen of Wands, unfazed. The Moon. So, Pisces, Cancer energy. This person, this is something that is like, what's going to become aware to you is that you're not really fazed by this. You're not really fazed by this person coming back around. This is what's going to be so crazy is I think you're going to be in a place to where it doesn't bother you. Something doesn't bother you like it once did. Like you're just like, it's okay. You know, it's whatever, no big deal or whatever. I don't know. But this person's trying to offer you something. They could even tell you how hooked they are on you. And they want to offer you something here. And if you don't take it, they're not bothered by you not taking their offer. But they do want to heal. They do have a desire here as well. But they're not telling you about any of this stuff. Okay, let's see. Why is the Nine of Pentacles here? It's like you already knew. There's something here to do with like you already knew. You may have told this person how something was going to even play out. And they didn't listen to you. They were hating on you. Like, you don't know what you're talking about. You know? That Four of Wands is there to clarify that Nine of Pentacles. This is like someone feeling like you don't have a leg to stand on. Like you're not on solid ground in some way, or something's not concrete. Or, yeah, this is also about being independent and seeing your value and worth and not conforming, or like, yeah, there's just this feeling of like, it's okay, I'm fine with that. Like, this is how you're going to feel, and you're going to be like, how am I so okay with this? Have you ever like experienced something and you're like, how am I so okay with this? Whereas before it was something that was so affected you in such a big way. Or this could be someone that's trying to convince you of something and you're like, I'll hear you out. I'll listen to what you have to say, but it doesn't change my point of view or perspective, right? It doesn't face what I believe. Yeah. Why is the Knight of Cups here? You have a Seven of Pentacles. So this is waiting. This is investing. This could be someone that wants to move or move in on you in some way. They want to come towards you in some way, but they're waiting. They're waiting for that opportunity. Or they're trying to convince you of something long term or to invest. Six of Wands in the reverse. Seven of Wands. You've seen something about this person that they're not proud of, or something did not play out in their favor, you know, and they're coming in trying to defend their honor, defend themselves around this, or it's just very challenging. You know, this coming out into the open, or this choice that was made. This is like somebody saying, I made the wrong choice. I did not make the right choice. I regret. I should have listened to you, you know. Tell me about the Three of Swords in the reverse with the Three of Pentacles. Strength, Leo energy, having to be strong. So someone that's coming in, they're being very vulnerable. Trying to work something out, trying to heal something with you. Why is the Moon in reverse with that Queen of Wands? Yeah, the Two of Wands in reverse. Yeah, it doesn't go as planned. And you're okay with that. It's like, or I now see why something didn't work out. You know, somebody saying to you, I understand everything now. No longer in my head, or you're like, I'm no longer in my head about this. And I mean, there's this feeling of acceptance that's here, not being frazzled by a choice or direction someone's taking. This is like saying to somebody, if you want to move towards that person, you go ahead and move towards that person. You want to talk to them, you want to be their friend, you want to date them, do it. I'm telling you right now, it's going to turn around on you. It's going to come back on you. It's not going to be good. There's something about them that you're not listening to me. You're not listening to what I'm saying. Like, this is what's going on. And it's like, this person has to see it for themselves, and they do. But coming back to you after, you know, they didn't get they're realizing they didn't recognize something to begin with, coming back around and asking for forgiveness, or wanting to, being vulnerable and wanting to, you know, commit to something to you now, or your belief system or whatever. It's difficult owning up to this. It's difficult to defend. Four of Wands in the reverse. King of Pentacles. Yeah. And this can be someone that's making a choice not to go in a particular direction. You know, facing a fear. But this is feeling confident and secure with things not working out, you know, or understanding why they didn't. Capricorn energy's there as well. Something about a home may be important here as well. I just looked over and I saw that I had a missed call. I have no idea who that is. I'm not answering that. But that might be something here for somebody. Knight of Cups. Seven of Pentacles. The Hierophant in reverse. Yeah. This was in the same spot in another reading too. The Hierophant. Taurus energy. So we're in this Venus retrograde. Or we're going into that here. And no, we're in it. Yeah, we're in it. Well, I don't know when you're getting this reading, so, but, you know, things are balancing out at this time. And anything that has been, like, as far as on the back side of the Hierophant, so something that is going against what you believe in or what your morals are in some way or something like that, is like being exposed. Basically, this could be moving on from some sort of hard lesson where someone didn't learn their lesson or they didn't listen to the advice they were given, you know, something like that. Getting past that, getting over that. Someone helping someone else out is here as well for a period of time. There's the choice. This love triangle can also represent, like with third party energy, it doesn't mean it has to be romantic. For some of you it is. But this can also mean like there's more than just two people here, or this is something that would affect more than just two people. But being blocked from being able to have victory or have, you know, what it is that you want, and you feel the need to defend this. The challenge is the communication, getting you to understand or see something. The challenge is getting you to recognize someone else and their behavior, who they are. So this could be someone trying to convince you of something in someone, like I said before. Okay, yeah, Page of Swords just popped out in my lap. This could be someone that tried to say, you know, I told you that person was going to hurt you, or I told you they are not someone you should trust, you know, or whatever the case. At the Page of Swords is here, upright, next to that Hierophant. So that's like somebody looking at this and telling you something. This could be like you're better off single. Why is the okay. Oh, wow. Look what happened. Queen of Pentacles popped out. There's two queens here, so that could be part of it for someone. Two feminine energies, two different ideas. But this is like, yeah, this could be a broken home or broken marriage. Not being able to trust someone. This could be an ex here. Someone that's just holding back. You know, they're not, they have what they should. They have something, but they're not giving anything. They're being more independent, not being a team player, you know, something like that is going on here. And you also have the two knights at the bottom of the deck here. Knight of Pentacles, Knight of Wands. Okay. Yeah, there's making a judgment call. Someone regrets not taking some kind of advice, I'm telling you. There is some sort of regret that's playing out here. There's a judgment call that's being made because of this, about this third party energy, whatever that means. Seeing the other side of this. There's a judgment call being made. There's this place of like looking at your options or looking at what choices that you have and needing to go back to something or wanting to try to come back around to you to heal the situation here. I mean, this is like someone that's could be seeing someone else in a particular way, and so they're coming back around and like expressing to you, you know, you're right about this person. This could be someone that's telling you that they are single as well, that, you know, they can no longer trust a situation. But they're coming in a very, like, they're determined to get their point across, or they're determined to fix the situation. You know, they're coming in very trustworthy, very honorable, very, like, integrity is intact. You know, they have something to prove. This person, they have something to prove. And this could be your energy that I'm reading, so keep that in mind. We are just talking about, you know, what's going to happen in the future. I want to get some different cards here because y'all's reading feels a little different. I'm not sure why that is, but it's just the way that I'm reading and whatever perspective I'm giving, it just feels a little different. Heal the ouch. Someone's coming in asking for forgiveness for something. This can also be someone saying, I've found my value or importance, or I see the value in you now. I see the value in your beliefs. I see the value in what you said. I see the value in the advice that you gave to me now. I just didn't see it before. I was just, you know, thinking about myself or being selfish at the time. Tell me, can you sum this up for me about what this is about? What's going to happen in the near future for pile 4? Marriage. What's going to happen in the near future for pile 4? Snake. Some of you, I was feeling this, but I wasn't going to say it. Now I have to because it's right there. But with this 4 of Wands in the reverse and that 9 of Pentacles with the King and the Queen of Pentacles here. This in marriage, this is your husband and wife energy. This could be someone that is talking you out of marriage, or this could be someone that is, like, this is someone saying, I tried to tell you that person was shady. I tried to tell you like this and this and this, you know, and you didn't believe me, or you're saying that to someone. Yeah. This can also be someone that's doing something for the wrong reasons. Like someone didn't see that before and that they see it now. Okay. Let's just see what that is. Party, unexpected, regret, and fated meeting. This is like somebody saying, I did not plan for this to happen. It just happened, you know, and I'm sorry it happened. I'm sorry I didn't believe you. I'm sorry I couldn't see it. I'm sorry I didn't react the way I was supposed to. There's someone here that was trying to convince the other of someone else not being what they needed or wanted, or that they were, there's deception there in some kind of way. And this is what's unfolding. A snake has let itself into someone's situation, and the other person let it in. And now this is like the cause and effect of that that's playing out. And now that person sees that it's a snake and sees what it can do. And it's like, oh, you were right. I shouldn't have let them in. And now they're trying to come back around and ask forgiveness for this. But I think that you're in a place to where it doesn't faze you anymore. It's not important like it was to you anymore. Them like being honest with you or telling you the truth about something. It's just, you thought that was what you needed to hear, wanted to hear, but it isn't. And it's like, I don't know, there's this feeling of you feeling very, just unfazed by it. You don't, causes you to not see this in the same way. It's like you already knew, or you just, yeah. I mean, it's just like, yeah, I know, I told you it was going to happen. You have marriage and divorce here, so. In the bottom of the deck, you have social media. Some of y'all may not be actually having this interaction with this person, but you may be seeing this play out on social media. Like someone that you dated that may have went back to a third party, or may have went to a third party situation. This could be an ex, somebody they had family with, something like this. Someone that you dated, okay? And you're seeing their life unfold. You're seeing things happen where you told them their bad news. Someone's bad news here. They didn't listen. This is what's going to happen. Something's going to happen where they see that person for who they are. They understand. They believe you now. And now they're coming back around to apologize, to ask for forgiveness, or to try to work a deal out with you. Yeah. They're confident in coming back around here. They may even convince you that they've changed certain ways. But they want the opportunity to defend a choice that they made. What would this person say to you? Let's see. I did this on one of the other piles. I feel like I need to do it for you too. Okay. What would this person say to you? I just saw forgiveness. I want you. What would this person say to you? I want to make amends. And protected. You are safe and divinely guided. Past life love. Okay. So for some of you, this could be someone from your past. This could be someone maybe even that you've known for a long time, or you're married to before, or something like that, or just someone from your past in some way. Okay, this person still like desires you, still wants you, but they also just want to make amends here. They feel like they're coming in trying to protect you from a situation, or they've you know, you've done that with them in the past and they didn't listen, and it's like coming in and saying, okay, I get it now, you were right. That person was bad news. You know, had to learn that lesson myself. Thanks for telling me. This could be a friend as well. What do we need to know? Anybody? What do we need to know about anybody for pile 4? Okay, on the floor, way over here. You have thoughts. Number 16. 16 is the Tower in Tarot. So this is somebody that's been thinking about this, been thinking about how to bring this to you, how to say something to you after a Tower moment for them. You know, they painted some kind of picture about you perhaps, and now they're like, you know, it's not what I thought. Yeah. Distant horizons. I want to make amends. So this is someone here that's, you know, they're pulling up their anchor somewhere and moving somewhere else. They want to make amends with you. Be closer to you or more connected to you. High honor. They want to protect you, or they see the value in you now. But I mean, is it too late now? You have concern here. Yeah, they're going to try to defend a choice that they made and why they made that choice. But I don't think that's going to matter so much to you. Not all of you, but some of you. What can you tell me about this person for pile 4? This is the human GPS. So this may be somebody that travels a lot, or you're at a distance, or this could be somebody that they feel loyal to you, or that they were protecting you at some point, or you're protecting them, or you were. You have awkward dancer. So you may feel kind of a little awkward around this person, maybe because of some things that they've said. And ghosting guru. So this may be somebody that kind of disappears at times. Yeah. Okay. All right. I'm going to get some of these are new too. They're the timing oracles. See if we can get like a timeline on when this will happen in the near future. You have number 50. It's time to take a break. Okay, so this may happen after a break. By the end of the day. That's pretty quick. Number 46. And next fall here. So this is the number 12. So whatever happens here, maybe after a break, there's, something transpires or comes together. It could be at the end of a day. 46 is here. 10, 4, 6, 46 is relevant. It can be April the 6th for some of you, or April to June. Okay. With next fall, with the number 12, it could be you're getting a complete different perspective of the situation by next fall. Like slowly, like you're starting to see a completely different side to this person, or you're seeing a different side to the situation. Okay, I don't know why I'm sitting there shuffling that. I don't need any more. Let's get some advice. This is like seeing someone dating somebody on social media and going, no, that person is toxic. This could be part of someone's family. And they're, another toxic energy here. Stay away from them. That kind of feeling is there. This is like somebody saying, I care about you and I'm trying to tell you something and you're not listening to me, and they just have to find out the hard way. And now they're coming back around being like, you're right. Am I afraid to be seen? The world doesn't want you to hold back any longer. Time to shine your unique light on the world. You are made from love, and from love you are whole. There is no hiding. There is no more shame. There is only truth. Live naked and free. What parts of me do I hide so that I can be socially accepted and fit in? Am I being authentic? Do I allow myself to be all of me? What do I need to feel so that I can be safe to be seen? Journal your answers. So for some of you, so with that spiritual hater there, this could be someone that made you feel bad, perhaps, about your beliefs or what it is that maybe you're just taking a much different path than this person. Somehow or another, this will be someone that this could be someone that someone else was trying to warn you about. Like, they were hating on this person because they felt like the two of you, or you were doing this to them because you felt like this person didn't understand or believe you, or something like that is there. Okay. All right, let's get some key cards to close. Okay, guys, let's see. See if we can get some different ones here. My hand in a different spot. Well, we didn't get a lot of initials out of that, of course. It's funny, too, because I just saw one of these in the deal, and I was like, I don't think I've ever seen that come out, and there it is. Okay, let's see. First off, we have, you become what you believe, okay? Then you have, I'm not a morning person. You have the little rocket with the astronaut on it. So something happening quickly, or getting out of there, being unfazed by this. This has come out in almost every bowl, but it's the big cloud with some raindrops. So this energy of forgiveness, either way, no matter what happens and you move forward with, there's this energy of forgiveness. Like you act like, excuse me, you act like it's not as big of a deal. Like it's, like I said, before, at some point it may have been, but at this point it's just, it doesn't, like it means more to them to apologize or to ask for forgiveness than it does to you, really. You've already kind of moved on from it. Go crazy, go stupid. You have focus on the good. You have be kind. I heard Diaz in my head. We have D, E, N, or no, it's a Z. I guess N could be here. Denial, dizzy. We have a Y, an I, and a Q. This may be something like you're just like, you're really, like it's crazy that it's happening, but it's even crazier that you're so like chill about it. You know? All right, guys, I'm going to leave you here. Zane, Lizzie, Zach, I heard tie a knot, quit, you know, Yoda. Okay, Zoe. All right, guys. Tie-dyed. I just heard in my head. All right, I'm going to leave you right here. So thanks so much for being here. Thanks for all your love and support and kindness as well. Good luck to you guys, and I hope to see you soon. Bye.